Okay. After a long and trying time of looking for the remote,
Yeah.
we're ready. We are ready.
We lost the
I
remote.
believe. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Apparently, this movie is really bad.
Yeah, I was talking to Chris about it before.
Oh, hooray!
And he'll be here soon. He has his yeah, he'll be here soon.
Or will he be here soon? As in, like, we can watch Bill and Ted.
Oh no. Well, you got to convince him to fly here. He doesn't like to fly.
You got to convince him to let you watch those movies without him. We've been waiting for 4 fucking years. 4 years.
It's not that he doesn't want me to watch it without him. I don't want to watch it without him because he always talks about them to me. So I feel guilty.
What if he like gave you permission? You know?
We would have to get his permission. Yeah.
What can you ask him?
Oh, we'll ask him later.
If he's on.
He said he's gonna come. He said this movie's really bad though.
Well, guys say that all the time.
He was like, have your drinks ready.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm trying not to drink during the week.
Also, I do mean to tell you, I went to a friend's house for dinner 2 nights ago. I don't know what she does. She's a regular from the bar.
Mm-hmm.
And she invited me and Dusty, one of my bartenders, to like an event, like a dinner event at her house. But it was really like she's trying to convince a bunch of people to promote like a couple of new whiskeys and shit. But she had a chef brought in that made these amazing sandwiches. Yeah. It was awesome. And before we left, she asked us, she was like, do y'all smoke weed? I was like, no. Sometimes I take a gummy to sleep, like if I have them. She gave me a 4-pack of THC sparkling water, lemonade flavor. And I meant to bring one so you could put your gin in it and just see what happens.
Oh no, I don't play those games.
Why not?
Because I've mixed alcohol and oh wait, is it CBD or THC?
THC.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't mix those. I try not to.
Is that CBD?
No, it's THC, but it doesn't have alcohol in it. There's no liquor in it.
Oh, I thought it did.
No,
oh.
It's just THC.
So you just okay? Then I'll just bring you some fucking.
Oh my god, you think lemonade. I'm crazy?
Well, I do, yes.
No,
in a variety of ways. But
no, there's no liquor in these.
I thought it could be fun for you.
That would be insane.
It'd be a little insane, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just posting. I'm listening.
It. No, it's okay. Actually, like, do you have about 30 seconds to post? Because I can say this.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
What it do, suck a fish? What the fuck's up, Denny's? Where the fuck you at, Waffle House? Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Hey, Leslie, shut your fucking pie hole. Now open up this pit and let me see some fucking carnage, because it's about to get besta, baby. Woo!
I hate that last bit. I hate it. I just don't think it's funny.
I think it's hilarious.
I'm with Kirby. I don't think it's funny.
I've already made the video. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. Why? Is it because you don't like the commercial or what? What
yeah,
is
I just don't find the commercial funny.
Oh, the commercial's so funny.
It's like them trying to be cool. So they're like, these are what the young people say.
No,
it's like, no one says that.
Because no one ever, it was never slang. I think I'm the only person that ever adopted it. It wasn't that. It was fun. It was Minutar. Like, come on. You'll grow into it.
Or die.
You'll grow into it or die. Although I will say I have watched that video several times, and I think it's one of my favorite things I've ever done.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty good
because it went together pretty well.
It did.
You know,
when you sent it to me, I wasn't expecting it.
Oh, honestly, the first time after I got it all set up, the first time I watched it, I was actually thrown off by the what the fuck's up, Denny's. Like, I didn't expect it, but I still think it's one of the funniest things I've ever done. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Geek Accident. I don't know how many people are out there watching. I can guess it's a big whopping 0, but it doesn't mean we're not doing this for y'all still, mostly for us. Because we like movies.
We do. We're here.
You know? We are Geek Accident. I'm Robbie.
And I'm Rebecca.
And welcome back to the 3rd and final installment of the Major League franchise. Apparently, we're not going out with a bang, but ending on a whimper.
Yeah. I mean, the last one wasn't that good. It was fun watching it.
We didn't pay attention.
The second one?
We don't know. Do you know any of the characters' names still?
No.
There you go. 2 movies. And we have Dorn and Wild Thing.
Oh yeah, Wild Thing. I
That's
don't know his
pretty
name.
much
I don't
it.
know his name.
It's pretty much it.
Charlie Sheen. Yeah, I don't know their names.
I gotta say that when I'm going through and I'm editing and I'm doing all the video stuff, which by the way, pretty easy.
That's good to know.
I just get in there and I sync up the audio, which is playing, by the way. I see it. And then I get to jump ahead like 30 minutes to where the movie starts. I scan to where we're laughing or to like a moment in the movie where I know we said something. Cut it. Throw on the static. Go all the way to the end and cut it and let it go for another 15 minutes. And it's done.
You'd be surprised, I think, to know that I used to do the editing for Chris and I's podcast.
I think you've mentioned that before.
Yeah, and it was pretty easy.
The
that
big
point.
thing with me was when we were doing like Rate That Shit or Trailer Park and I had the 3 cameras set up. But I do have a board that I'm looking to get into where I can set up like 3 or 4 cameras to record at once. And it records it. Like I could live edit it, or I can just set it up to record all 4 at once, and then when I can go into edit and I can just hit 1, 3, 1, 2.
What do you mean live edit it?
Well, like it's a board, right? It has like HDMI cords for every camera that goes in, right?
Yeah. I think there's something wrong with my taste buds because this ketchup too tastes weird.
Maybe you're just wrong. Didn't you like being told you were wrong?
I think I brushed my teeth before you came. I think it's bad.
Ew. Ketchup.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to-
ketchup flavored toothpaste.
Yeah.
Ew. Or toothpaste flavored ketchup. I guess is what
I didn't
that
mean to
would
cut
be.
you off. Go ahead.
It's okay. So it's got like HDMI cords in the back. So like each camera is hooked up to a specific port. So let's say camera 1 is our wide, camera 2 is you, and camera 3 is me. I can start us on wide, camera 1, and then when you start talking, I can hit the 2 button, and it will cut to your camera.
Is that hard for you to do? Because I feel like when podcasts do that, they have someone that's
Yeah,
not...
I wouldn't do it live. I can set it up in the program that it
gotcha.
records all 3 cameras at once. So then I can go home and in like my editing bay, which is just my kitchen counter anymore. I could just hit 1, 2, 3,
Gotcha.
which would make it a shitload easier because when I do it with like my GoPros or cameras, I have to go in, sync it all up, sync up the audio. Blah, 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 blah. But what?
What you just did? Blah, 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 blah,
Blah,
blah,
blah,
blah.
blah, 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 blah. Wait, what movie is that from?
I thought it was
Remember that
South Park.
time when oh no, it was
Scott Cartman or something?
it was Ocean's 12. It was when they got saved in like Greece or whatever by Linus's mom, and she goes and she goes, "We're both really proud of you." And he goes, "Oh, you told Dad?" "Well, honey, I had to." "Oh, great. I'm never going to hear the end of this. Remember that time your mom had to go to Rome and blah, 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 blah."
Damn.
You don't remember that?
No, I don't remember
We
that.
watched that movie. It's up on your wall.
Oh, it was like a year ago.
It was 2 years ago, actually. I think.
2? Crazy.
Wait, no, a year, because it was right when I got sober. So it was last year. It was it was almost 2 years ago.
That's crazy.
Oh, I know. Anyway,
We know that we don't remember things when we watch these movies.
I was talking to Kirby a little bit ago, I think, and I was just like, I was like, man, I don't remember anything from these movies. And he goes, how do you not? And I was like, as soon as I stop recording, I just forget.
I forget.
I let it all out of my brain. You know?
Unless I've seen it before.
I actually have started listening to our show, and it's a great way to boost our numbers.
For a while, I was too. I would listen to them while I worked. It was fun.
You know what? I sent you a message, and I really think that we're 2 of the funniest people on the planet that no one knows about.
I agree.
I know.
I agree.
You know, I don't give myself credit for much, but I can pour a mean beer well of ice, and I can be funny in front of a camera.
The ice thing was pretty funny.
Life's pretty good.
The ice thing was funny.
Life's pretty good.
Pretty good.
All right. So, have you been watching anything this week?
No. I'm so bored. So I've been watching Twin Peaks.
Still?
So I finished season 1 and 2. I watched the movie. There's a thing called The Missing Pieces, which is just clips from the movie that were cut out and then they edited them together. I was fortunate enough to watch them in the movie. So it's a 3-hour movie. Crazy. I watched the movie. I'm watching The Return right now. It sucks. I hate it. It's not good. It's like Michael Cera has a cameo. I did not expect to see it. There's so many actors that have Ashley Judd is in it.
In the movie?
No, so they did Twin Peaks: The Return in 2017.
Okay, yeah, that I know. That's what you're talking. Okay,
yes,
I'm sorry. My bad.
It's John Belushi. So random. There's just so many celebrities in this movie. And then I was reading that they apparently production time was really short, so David Lynch only had time to do like 1, 2, or 3 scenes. Oh my god.
Yes.
When you do a scene more than once.
Takes.
Thank you. Oh my god, my brain.
Holy shit, we're a movie podcast.
He was only able to do like 2 or 3 takes per scene, and that's not enough.
Not him, right?
No.
He was a very particular.
Oh yeah,
filmmaker,
and
right?
it was because the production was so they didn't have enough time to do it. And you could tell because some scenes are just brutal. Like the Michael Cera thing is so awkward. You could tell they did it in like one take, and the actors that are on screen with him, their reaction to his monologue is just.
I mean, what happened to the days? What happened to the days when like actors would memorize their lines? You know,
I'm sure they did. It was just they didn't have anything to say in the scene. They were just standing there. Michael Cera knew his lines, but you could tell it was probably like the first take of it. It's not good. I don't like it. The music, there's no music, which Twin Peaks is known for the music in the show. No music.
Really?
David Lynch was like, I guess we're gonna do something different. We want nostalgia, but we don't want nostalgia. So they relied more on sounds and like ambiance of like natural noise and stuff. And I'm like, that's cool, but I don't like it.
Why change that? I understand wanting to do something different. I get it. But if it's the return of
instead they had featured musical artist every episode. So like 9 Inch Nails is in an episode.
What?
So there's a bar called Roadhouse in the show. So they cut to it at the end of every episode, and there's a different band playing. And it's like bands, some of them kind of have heard their name, but then all of a sudden it's like, ladies and gentlemen, the Roadhouse presents
9 Inch Nails. Dead. Wouldn't be caught dead playing in a Roadhouse bar.
Well, when David Lynch is involved, I guess. But a lot of the main characters came back. A lot of them didn't come back, so they keep like dancing around them. It's weird. I don't know. I'm not digging it. Other than that, I started watching the new Dexter show.
The prequel.
Yes, I love it. It's great. They're doing a great job.
I mean, I guess they kind of have to make up for that last season, right?
Yeah. Well, they're doing another new season with Dexter because I don't want to spoil it. It doesn't matter. I mean,
I'm not gonna watch it.
Well, spoiler: he doesn't. They kill him at the end of the new season that they made. But they never show him die. He's just like bleeding. Cut to the prequel. His life is flashing before his eyes. He didn't die. He's in the hospital. Yeah.
It's kind of clever, actually.
Oh, yeah.
To make a life flash before your eyes.
I don't hate it. The best part of the last season that they did was Clancy Brown. Clancy Brown can do no wrong. The man is a genius. I love that. I love him.
I love it when he's in Lost for like all of 4 episodes, you know?
Oh my God.
But he rules the scenes that he's in. Like he's a presence.
Yeah. In everything he does.
Mm-hmm. Even as the voice of Surtur, I can't remember the actual name of it, in Thor Ragnarok.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah. I think it's Surtur.
I don't know his name.
He was still just amazing.
Yeah.
You know, and he does Mr. Krabs, right?
Yes, he does Mr. Krabs.
That's what, like, the range this guy has.
Such range. And he's great in the season of Dexter that he's in. But the prequel, if you're a Dexter fan, I suggest it. All the actors they got to play the younger versions of the characters are spot on. They're so good. Like their mannerisms, the way they speak. It's just perfect. They did a really great job cast. Whoever casted that show, amazing job. Yeah. What about you? Yeah, I've been boring. Those are really the only things I've been doing. What are you doing?
It's not boring if it entertains you.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of Twin Peaks to get through.
I've never seen that show.
Season 2 is like 21 episodes. Season 1 is only 8.
You told me that they like ordered like almost triple the amount of episodes. Didn't you say the second season suffered because of that?
Oh yeah, there's like a chunk of like 10 episodes where you're just like
Nothing
struggling
happens?
to get through.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if you like the characters, there's a lot of you're there, you're watching it, and you're like, I like these characters, I'm there for them.
Okay.
I recommend watching it at least once.
Okay.
Maybe don't go as in depth as I did. The movie is great. It's very disturbing. Don't watch The Return.
Okay.
They also like so Kyle MacLachlan is like the main character, and he comes back in The Return. Something happens to him at the end of the series, and he comes back in The Return, and it's like they've ruined his character completely. It's so sad. Like I don't want to give too much away, but every episode I'm waiting for him to like snap out of it. And I'm like 8 episodes into an 18 episode season, and he has not snapped out of it. And I'm like,
gosh,
why am I watching this?
oh gosh, that's
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah. It's it's brutal.
Woo,
It's brutal.
yeah.
But the celebrity cameos are Laura Dern, obviously.
Sounds like
and-
the celebrity cameos are a little unhinged.
Oh my god, why is it Ashley Judd in this show?
I can't even tell you another thing Ashley Judd's been in. I'm sure, like, if someone
Double Jeopardy.
never saw it.
It's classic. And then she's in another one that's similar to Double Jeopardy. I always forget the name of it.
Okay.
Anyway, go ahead.
I'll look up Ashley Judd later. Also, one of the things I have noticed about editing our episodes is that we're both on our phones a lot.
Are we really?
A lot.
Is it to like look stuff up?
Yeah. But like we both look stuff up at the same time. So there's a lot of time when like we're doing this and the movie's just playing and I'm sitting there looking at it. I'm like, oh, get off your phones.
No wonder we don't remember anything.
Get off your phones. It's, you know, if we had more than like 2 viewers an episode, I think it would be a bigger deal, but
Yeah.
you know,
In a perfect world, we'd also have someone looking stuff up for us.
yeah, like a producer. We should just get a third person on Tuesdays and just sit them over there off camera.
That would require one of us to get another friend.
You know, give me a couple weeks and I'll just go find a movie friend who
That's true. You're really good at making friends. I'm not.
all right. You know, I'm okay. Some would say it's a superpower, but you know, I just think it's, you know, I put my pants on one friend at a time like everyone else, you know.
I have one friend put on my pants one leg at a time.
I'm just like you. I put my pants on one leg at a time, but after that, I make friends.
Are you doing Christopher Walken?
I'm trying to. Not doing very good though.
There's hints. It could be stronger.
Yeah, you know what? Someone said the other day that like a lot of people can do a Christopher Walken,
I can.
but what a lot of people don't do is whisper like Christopher Walken.
He does whisper a lot. Yeah.
Christopher Walken, hey, you're talking to my guy all wrong. It's the wrong tone. You do it again, I'll stab you in the face with a soldering iron.
Does he talk like that? Does he say things like that?
Well, that's from Joe Dirt, in which he was amazing.
Anyway.
Yeah. You know, if I worked a little harder, I could probably get Walken down. Or if I hear someone else imitate him for, you know, a certain amount, because we established that my impressions are other people impersonating people. Okay, so I saw 2 movies this week. I saw a Complete Unknown, the Bob Dylan movie. Wasn't
How boring
bad.
was it?
Okay, like I wouldn't say it's boring, but I will say that like it got hard. It's like Timothée Chalamet. He did a great job. But it's like he fell farther and farther into Bob Dylan's voice that by the end of the movie, it's just kind of something like this. And he's almost kind of like, you know, like a drunk like a drunk carbon a little bit. You can't understand a word he's saying.
Kind of like Bob Dylan.
Yes. Like at the start of the movie, though, it was all right. And then, you know, there was never any like explicit drug use on his end, but you could tell like, you know, because I'm pretty sure Bob Dylan did a lot of drugs. I know nothing about him.
But you don't find that out in the... Well, I guess... Well, I don't... Did Bob... Did Bob Dylan sign off on this biopic?
He actually, to my knowledge, I haven't looked it up, but he signed off on it. But there's one scene in the movie that's completely made up because he wanted to not be historically accurate.
Who's he?
Bob Dylan.
Oh.
Yeah, he wanted to fuck around a little bit.
From what I understand, he's quite a dick.
And if that's the case, then Timothée Chalamet did a great job.
I just don't see the point of the movie.
There is no point.
Who cares about Bob Dylan?
There's no point. Edward Norton did a great job. Timothée Chalamet did a great job. Those are really the only names of the actors I know. The entire cast did a great
Fanning.
job.
How is Elle Fanning?
Who does she play?
She's blonde. I don't know who she plays in the movie.
Oh,
she's not Joan Baez. She's
probably
the
Sylvie.
other. Yeah, maybe.
Sylvie,
She's not Joan Baez.
She did a great job. Whoever played Joan Baez did a great job. It was fucking the cast was good. They did the best with what they had, but really at the end of the day, like, no one cares.
That's my problem with it. It's like, I just don't care.
It's because he's like still alive. The movie didn't have an ending.
And we know like 2 of his songs.
Yeah. I thought that as I went through that movie, I was going to be like, oh yeah, I know that one.
No.
Oh yeah, I heard that before. No.
He's like that dad jam band kind of person that, like, people, they just get up there and rambling off random Bob Dylan songs or Grateful Dead songs, and you're like, all right, guys, can we
play something that
stop?
matters?
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, I can't remember what rating I gave it, but I'm pretty sure it was like a 3 or something like that. Like, it was just a way to pass the time. But it really doesn't, like, my thing with biopics about people that are still alive is that they don't end. There's no, like, it's just a clip of him riding his motorcycle down the street, and there's no, like, mischievous grin to suggest that he's going somewhere new or he's trying something different. He just dead face, just riding on his motorcycle down the street. And no joke, I'm sitting there and I'm in my seat and I go, cut to black. And it just cuts to black. Like, I could, like, that's fucking all it was, dude. Like,
yeah,
it was so bad. And then last night, it's the Mystery Mondays at movie theaters.
Yes.
So I went. I don't think I've missed one since. I guess one fell on the.
Are they cheaper?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll tag along one Monday.
They What was I? Yeah, I haven't missed one except for one that fell on the staff Christmas party. Companion.
Oh, how was it?
It was good. It was. I didn't know hardly anything about it going into it. Man, it was good.
He's got 2 movies coming out within like a 3-month span.
Jack Quaid?
Yeah.
What's the other one?
Novocaine. He doesn't feel pain.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that's a premise movie. He's like, he doesn't feel pain, so like the bank's robbed, his chick is like kidnapped, so he goes to save her.
Cool.
Yeah.
You know who else
So he basically plays Yui from The Boys, but he just can't feel pain.
Or Ajax from the first Deadpool.
He was in the first Deadpool?
No, the character Ajax.
Couldn't
feel pain.
Oh, I don't remember that. But he is.
What's the point of being on the show if you don't get all my references? Continue.
Fuck, I don't remember what I was going to say.
I'm sorry. That's my fault.
Oh no, he just has 2 movies coming out within like 3-month span. But I feel like he's one of those actors that's just like the same average Joe guy.
Yeah, and that's kind of what he plays and what he plays in Companion.
Yeah,
but whatever her name is, I looked it up earlier today. I cannot remember her name. The chick who plays Iris does a great job. The supporting cast does a great job. It's very contained. It's a very, like, it doesn't have that big a world. So the stakes are as high as they can be when it's just like 6 people in a cabin, but there were a lot of moments where I was just like, there were a few twists and turns that I just didn't see coming. I will say one thing, and we're not, this is just like the closed-mindedness of actors is what I want to get into real quick. We're not a political show.
No.
I don't think we've said anything political or overtly political on the show in 4 years.
Yeah.
I was looking up the trivia for Companion, And Jack Quaid said that he would prefer if the people who voted for Donald Trump didn't go see the movie. Now,
Interesting.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not going to.
Pretty sure his dad voted for Donald Trump.
I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't want to like say that's stupid. I mean, I think it's not smart, but
I think it's ignorant.
I mean, yeah, a little bit. But just for the sake of argument, he won the popular vote in the country. So why are you trying to alienate half your audience?
Okay, I guess it's true.
You know what I mean?
Do you want your movie to tank?
Do you want, and then, if it sucks and underperforms, people are going to be like, well, it didn't do as well. No, it's because he said some shit.
Yeah, and people were like,
You know?
well, I'm not going to go see your movie now.
Because,
Yeah.
I think ignorant is the
if
best
everyone
word for
did
it.
that, then like...
Well, that's when it's akin to when they said...
it's not even a political movie, right?
No, not at all. Has zero to do with politics.
It's like a slasher. Not a
Zero.
slasher, but it's like
a thriller.
Thriller.
Thriller action,
Maybe some
I guess.
body horror. Like, it has nothing to do with politics either.
None whatsoever.
Yeah, it's part of the trivia of the movie.
On IMDb,
It's
yeah.
made it into the trivia.
There
of
are
the
two
movie.
things on the trivia section of that movie, and that's one of them. Can't even remember what the other one is. But
Yeah,
it's
I don't
like
know.
it's a little ignorant, and it's a little like it's
I'm
like
also surprised because like when they go on those press tours, they tell you
what to talk like
what you get.
what to
You
stay
get the
away
script
from.
ahead of time
Yeah,
too.
for
Like
sure.
these are the questions we're gonna ask.
Uh-huh.
And the studio definitely didn't tell him he could say that.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, bam.
Yeah. They're like, ooh,
Yeah.
Jack. No, but it's kind of like Captain Marvel when Brie Larson was like, well, this is a comic book movie not made for men. But a vast majority of comic book readers
Are men. Yeah.
Like, why are you saying why are you telling like over half the population you don't want them to go see your movie? Like,
No one. Spoiler alert. No one saw it anyway.
the first one they did, that was $1 billion
yeah,
movie.
I guess so. The second one I keep forgetting about.
I can't believe the first one was $1 billion movie and like the second one was a loss for the studio. You know what I mean?
I'm surprised the first one. Well, that was like everyone was still excited about Marvel during that first one.
And that was I think
There was a few people like me that were like, I'm not seeing that.
that was one of the movies in between Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah.
So I don't know, dumb, but whatever. We're not here to call other people dumb. We're here to be dumb ourselves.
We are very dumb.
We're so dumb. I don't even know any of the names of the characters from the first two movies. Oh, actually, okay, Serrano.
Oh yes. Okay, Serrano. Yes.
Serrano Pepper.
Ooh.
It's about to get pepper, baby.
Stop. I just don't find it funny.
But you're laughing.
I'm laughing at the stupidity of it, not the funniness of it.
And that's fine. That
A laugh's a laugh.
That works for me.
A laugh is a laugh. So I've been doing some artwork for Weird Wednesday, and I decided to do a Dune popcorn bucket portrait. Did I take a picture of it? I don't think I did. I might have to. I'll show you later. I'll go get it in my office.
Why is this not working?
Is it the camera?
It's just not showing up now. It's like, I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know if it was because I unplugged the camera for a second, but it's not even showing up as... It's plugged in, right? It's totally plugged in. This is really annoying. I hate when this shit happens.
Like
Not
stupid
that.
little technical things that are out
There
of-
it is.
Ooh.
Except it's still not showing up. Where are you? Maybe it's hidden somewhere? Nope.
I probably shouldn't have worn all black because when I sit all scrunched up like this, I just look like a blob. Oh, now we're gone. Oh, there we are.
Why is it not? It's just not showing up. Here, let's see if I can just add one.
Technical difficulties.
Add video capture device. Video capture device 3. How about that? And then we'll do USB video. Okay. There it is.
Yay. Yay.
No need to overreact or get angry at anybody. It's okay. It's fine.
Are you talking to yourself?
It's fine. Yep, 100% I am.
I have to get a new movie tavern popcorn bucket for the year.
You know, I keep thinking to myself, I got to do the same thing, but I also like only use that once.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I don't eat popcorn when I go to the movies.
I guess that's true. You usually have like a sweet thing.
Yeah, when I go to my typical movie theater snack is Twizzlers and a root beer with no ice, by the way.
I love popcorn.
I should probably start eating more of it. It's better for your teeth than Twizzlers, but Twizzlers are so fucking good. They're so fucking good.
Someone on eBay is selling the Dune popcorn bucket for $800.
Is it? Why?
I don't know.
So Teresa has asked where you got your couch coaster thing, and also hi.
Hi, Teresa. I think I got it on Amazon. I think I I searched on Amazon cup holder for couch or something, and I found it. I bought it so long ago, I don't remember because I had it
so long ago.
I even had it with my old couch, so like, woo, it's at least 3 years old. But it did come broken, I will say that, and I had to fix it. But they gave me a full refund.
Even when you fixed it?
Yeah, sometimes when you return stuff on Amazon, they're like, don't bother sending it back. I just bought a tub of Aquaphor, and I got it.
A tub of Aquaphor?
Yeah, my skin is so dry. I have to put it on my face all at night.
That wasn't Rene Russo, was it?
No, it wasn't. And when it came, I was like, do I really need a tub of Aquaphor? And I returned it, and they were like, don't bother returning it to us. And I was like, I get a free tub of Aquaphor.
That now all of a sudden you need.
All of a sudden, for free?
From now on, when I go to a show, I'm just going to eat beforehand.
And or drink 10 beers in the car.
Or that. George went.
You know how to bring a player along.
Norm?
I need a manager with that
35.
touch.
Oh, he's like
I think
strung out looking.
34. Ted Danson was 35. Have you ever seen clips of them recording "We Are the World"? Did you ever
There's a
notice?
documentary about it, I
Did
think.
you ever
now
notice
on
Dan
Netflix.
Aykroyd's in the background?
Damn, put your legs wider, my guy. What the fuck you have down
That
there?
is some man spreading.
Like, that doesn't make you look like a bigger man. It makes you look like a fucking idiot. He has a oven mitt for that burn. Oh, well, the Buffalo fans are nice. I mean, I'm not blaming Dalton
They're a
Kincaid.
mafia. They will kill you.
No, that's not the point. We're a team here.
What do you think he's got in there?
The ice in
There's
his cup.
ice. So
Yeah.
is it?
And I
It's got to
make
be
that
like
decision.
vodka.
Proud over a junkyard and putting out driving range.
Did your part to beautify America.
I do what I
I see you got it made.
That's really funny.
That guy looks like an albino Phil Hartman. This movie kept Aquanet alive in the 90s.
Foolhardy.
Display.
This
Oh my
Still
God!
an hour? Oh, a little less than an hour. 50 minutes.
Here. Here's a 20. Get yourself another
I thought he
suit.
was going to give him his pants.
I thought he was too. Where'd the guy in the pea suit come from? Ah!
That's funny.
Get the trainer.
I do think he grew into his teeth though, because I don't remember him looking like that in,
Yeah,
in
I think
Ant-Man and the Wasp. Dick and balls and nothing else.
Cock and
Why'd
bull.
you play with? God, you beat me by a second. Fuck! What is he wearing?
He really just looks like every
Every
white
Marvel actor.
Marvel actor, yeah. Every
There's a
Marvel
little
actor.
Chris Hemsworth in there.
Yeah, it's true.
They're all headed to be executed.
I know.
Like, they're on their way to the gallows. Like,
Is Al Qaeda hiding them in a
I
cave?
don't fucking know anymore, dude. So what, that's a win, right? I guess.
I don't know. Was it the World Series?
Oh, that's us.
Hey, what? Where are you guys going?
It's called a honeymoon.
Are they married?
Apparently. Maybe that's like her brother or something. Where's their baby? Like, was that needed in that shot at all? No. And they had to film around her.
This town ain't big, this town ain't small. It's a little of both, they say.
2 foot of butt crack was all I could see.
But at least it's
I hope If there's like a scene inside the plane, I'll be so pissed. I just want the credits to roll so bad.
I'm so done with this movie. Why is it? We don't. We have to make sure. We're making sure they're getting going. They're getting gone.
Dorn's first name is Roger, by the way.
Downtown Anderson, but he doesn't have a first name.
He legally changed it to downtown. Fuck!
Hot dog vendor.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm glad we're done with these.
I'm so glad. And you know what? The ultimate palate cleanser is basketball. Because it's honestly, I think that some parts of this movie are funnier than basketball, but basketball as a whole is far
it's Matt
funnier.
and Trey. I guarantee the whole thing is
way funnier.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to. You're gonna have to keep me in line though, because I can quote that movie from start to finish. So if I start doing that thing, just let me know.
Okay.
Okay. So do we have any final thoughts on this movie?
It's not good.
Do we have any final thoughts on this franchise?
They're not good.
The first one wasn't bad. We just didn't pay that close attention to it.
And the second and third movie are just there's no reason to ever see them ever again.
I will say. Let me say this. I'll say. They're not both as terrible as the other. It's like it's a downhill slope for sure, but like the second one is still better than the third one.
Oh yeah.
Do you think the world would benefit from a Major League reboot or long-awaited fourth installment? Do you think it would make the world a darker place?
Yes.
Okay, so we should... Okay.
Especially if Charlie Sheen comes back. Actually, maybe that's what heals this. A new Major League movie starring Charlie Sheen. My mouth is really dry.
It's because you're stoned.
In reality, I remember before I was like, I need to drink. I have not drank enough water today, and I took one of those hydration packets, put in this water, haven't taken a sip of it, and that was like 2 hours ago.
I know, it's been sitting there the whole time. Yeah. The whole time. I've started a new thing this year. Yes. I've started a new thing this year. I don't know if I told you. The Boll Weevils. Oh, I guess these are other teams. Okay.
Why didn't they just use the same people? Maybe these are really minor. These are actual minor leagues.
Why can't they call them the Crawdaddies?
Crawdaddies.
I'm Lou and I like.
Oh, I thought you were doing Uncle Ned.
Daddies. No, I'm doing Lou right now. If I wanted to do Ned, it would sound a little more like this, talking about Crawdaddies.
Soundtrack available on Curb Records. Why did they use different? Like they could have just used easily the same stunt people. I think maybe they're some real baseball players.
I think that they knew there'd be because I guarantee you if they used the same people, people like us would be like, maybe. I mean, if we paid any closer attention to it, we probably would have. Yeah.
Well, I'm excited for next week's movie. It was fun watching this with you. If I didn't watch it with you, I really would have hated it. Like I hated it to begin with, but it would have made me really hate it. But the fun is doing this with it.
If it's one of those movies where like if I were to watch it before we did the show, I wouldn't want to do the show. Because then I'd have to watch it a second time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that idea I had earlier just out the window. Okay.
I feel like there were sometimes Chris and I would, because we always scheduled the movies ahead of time. We would be like, we're watching this. Make sure you watch it by this time so that we can talk about it. And there were certain times where we watched movies and it was like, we don't want to talk about this.
I just don't. I got nothing left, man. I got nothing. But yeah, that was a rough hang.
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't good. No, there's nothing really. I mean, they green screened someone for no reason.
I mean, what?
I'm gonna keep bringing it up.
It's like it's like he wasn't available for that day of shooting, but they needed that shot of him in the outfield for what the fuck ever reason.
They really didn't. They could have had someone else catch. Well, I mean, I guess he plays that position, so like
he does, yeah. But also like. like you have enough time. Like, oh, I can't be there that day. All right, well, we should grab this shot this day. And
I can't be there that day. His schedule would not allow it.
he's got a mini golf course to run.
We're mixing fantasy and reality again.
That's what they do with green screens, is it not?
It's true. There you go. Full circle.
All right, well, that does it for the Major League franchise. And I
Yes.
gotta say, it couldn't have come sooner.
I agree.
God, that-
You know what's crazy too? We've been waiting like a year for this because we were supposed to watch this.
those
so
have been sitting
long
on my
ago.
shelf for a long time.
and we've been saying we've been like gonna do them, and so it was like a while of like we're gonna watch the.
I bet I
movies,
could
and-
go through our conversation and find the day I sent you that stack of movies.
Yeah,
You know? But it's okay. We finally got it.
We did.
It was a letdown, seeing as it's not the best way to start 2025, but neither was Minutes to Midnight, and here we are.
that was Mhm.
So as of right now, we've seen one good movie, which I would consider Major League.
yeah, I would one that I would watch again.
Yeah. Right,
from-
yes. Exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
I don't even know. Well, we'll talk about it. We don't have to talk about it.
No, we're not gonna talk about it now. But I think I know where your head's at. But I do. I have had. I'm trying this year to I think I've already said this on the air. I'm trying to not eat when we record, and B, not go to the restroom in the middle of movies. I have had to pee since like I can't even remember where in the movie because I don't remember the movie, but I've had to pee for a while. So, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for us here at Geek Accident on Major League 3. We'll see you next week for our wrap-up movie, Basketball.
Woo.
I'm fucking excited because I've wanted you to see this
I'm
movie
excited.
for fucking ever.
I don't know why I haven't seen it, but
It is. It's got that certain je ne sais quoi. Or whatever the unnecessary announcer guy
maybe
said.
something like that.
Something like that.
Jean Nisekwas or something like that. Sounds like you're saying it backwards. And then we're gonna play your audio forward so that you say je ne sais
Je ne
quoi.
sais quoi. All right, well, that does it for us on the Major League franchise. We are Geek Accident. I'm Robbie.
And I'm Rebecca.
And we'll see you next week with Basketball. And, later tonight with a new episode of Lost. We're so close.
We're so close.
We're so close. All right. So we'll see you next week. And really do appreciate you tuning in, Chris. Thanks, buddy.
Yes, cow.
And we're done.
There's a featurette.
I don't care. I do not care.
The theatrical trailer next summer.
Rob
You're a
Schneider
bat.
is.
That was so unintentional, but like subconsciously, that's what my voice is for movie trailers now. Rob Schneider is deeper.